make Chicken65 today, a very loved snack recipe in two different ways. One, the conventional deep fried way in which the chicken is crispy and juicy, and another, a very low oil version of it, which is equally crispy, juicy and delectable.
Here I have 750 grams of chicken cut into little bite-sized pieces. Starting with the marination, we begin with salt, turmeric, dried red chili powder or cayenne pepper, curry powder along with garam masala. This curry powder is homemade and it already has garam masala added to it. Bring in all the spices and the chicken together by giving it a very good mix. Pour in some fresh, instantly made ginger garlic paste, thereby ditching the sodium-laden store-bought ones. Next goes whisked egg, which prevents chicken from drying out and thus helps retain the inherent juices of chicken. And finally, some white vinegar, which acts as a wonderful tenderizer. Moving over to the dry ingredients, we start with cornstarch, some all-purpose flour or maida, and some gram flour or besan.
Okay, while white flour and gram flour work in providing a coating to the chicken, the cornstarch or the corn flour functions in providing the crispy texture to a Chicken65, which is very authentic to the recipe. So we cannot skip any one of them.
Mix the dry ingredients with love and care so that each piece of chicken gets its deserved share of attention. Last but not the least, crush approximately 10 curry leaves into the chicken. Cover tight and allow it to hibernate in the refrigerator for at least an hour. Into a wok goes half cup oil for the deep fried style Chicken65 as it is done commercially. Simultaneously, in another wok, we take as little as 1 teaspoon oil for the shallow fried version. Let the oil be just medium hot, not less, not more. Into it, drop the marinated chicken pieces. Just a point to remember, the temperature of the oil is very crucial. If the oil gets piping hot, then chicken would get browned instantly while the core of it would remain completely uncooked. Now change your stance and repeat the process for the shallow fried version. Cover the low oil chicken for the initial 5 minutes, tossing and turning occasionally till they become crispy. Meanwhile, check on the other wok. Once the chicken pieces get crispy in the bottom, flip them over and allow them the heat of the oil for another 5 minutes. The chicken pieces are nicely done and perfectly crispy from both the sides. And we need approximately 15 minutes to achieve this exact texture. As I have mentioned earlier, it's all in the temperature of the oil. The pieces from the heat, place them on a kitchen towel and do it again for the shallow fried ones. Here goes a panoramic view of both the versions of chicken that just came out from the wok. And now it's time to head for the tempering, which is exactly where all the magic happens. Start with 1 teaspoon oil and once it is smoky hot, crush in some red chilies, dried red chilies. And do remember, oil has to be smoky hot. Followed by some curry leaves and toss and turn them for a little while. Gently drop the deep fried chicken pieces, bring all of them together, and to heighten the effect of this recipe, drizzle some red chilli sauce followed by some tomato ketchup. You can increase or decrease the amount of sauces used in the recipe depending upon your preferences. Lastly, hurl some water into the hot wok to create a smoky environment. Crispy, spicy and smoky Chicken65 is there for you. Go ahead and repeat the exact same process of tempering for the shallow fried chicken. It was exhilarating to see my family get blown over by this Chicken65 recipe.
The dish is yummy and it's the best chicken ever.
I tried a shallow fried one and I must say it's equally delicious.
Perfectly done, and the smell of the curry leaves is like really fragrant.
And really
Spicy.
delicious.
Nice. I have served it with a bowl of fresh vegetables. This is how I like it. You go ahead, team it up with whatever you want to. This is a family hit. Thank you so much for watching the recipe. And then comes the cliche, like, share and subscribe. But yeah, before leaving, if in case you're wondering which book I was reading throughout, then that was Great Works by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Some Russian to read, some Indian to eat. That is how I fixed one of the lonely days of my life. Do prepare Chicken65, have it along with your family and ward off some loneliness.